Seeds look so innocent, just little specks we usually ignore or toss aside. But here's the surprising truth. Some seeds can quietly harm your body, while others can act like powerful medicine, protecting your heart, brain, and digestion. And if you're over 60, this matters more than ever. Why? Because your body changes with age. The foods that once passed through without trouble can now strain your liver, kidneys, and digestion. That's why being careful with what you eat, especially seeds, can mean the difference between staying strong or feeling weak. So today, I'm going to walk you through 4 dangerous seeds you should never touch after 60, and 4 seeds you should actually eat every single day. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which little specks can quietly steal your health, and which ones can add years of energy, clarity, and strength to your life. Why seeds matter. Now you might be wondering, why put so much attention on something as tiny as seeds? Well, seeds are nature's starter packs. They hold everything a plant needs to begin life: energy, oils, protective chemicals, even natural defenses against insects. That's why they're so powerful in our diets. Some of those natural chemicals are wonderful for humans. They give us healthy fats, antioxidants, and fiber that keep our bodies moving smoothly. Think of seeds like chia or flax, which are packed with nutrients that support the heart and brain. But here's the catch: not all plant defenses are good for us. Some seeds contain toxins or compounds that can irritate the stomach, block nutrient absorption, or even damage the liver if eaten too often. And here's where it becomes especially important for anyone over 60. As we age, our metabolism slows. Our liver and kidneys, the body's filters, don't clear toxins as quickly as they once did. The digestive system also becomes more sensitive. That means the same handful of seeds you ate without trouble years ago could now leave you bloated, fatigued, or quietly stressing your organs. This is why seed choices matter so much after 60. They can either add gentle fuel to keep you sharp and strong, or they can quietly chip away at your energy and health. Knowing which seeds to avoid and which to embrace is one of the simplest yet most powerful steps you can take for long-lasting vitality. Dangerous seeds. All right, now let's get into the bad list. Some of these may surprise you, because they show up in everyday foods many of us eat without a second thought. The tricky part is, you might not even realize you're swallowing them, maybe while juicing an apple, nibbling on cherries, or trying out some so-called natural remedies. But the truth is, certain seeds carry toxins or compounds that can be especially risky once you're past 60. Let's start with the first one. Dangerous seed number 1. Apple seeds. Let's begin with the one that almost everyone has eaten at some point: apple seeds. Now, apples themselves are one of the healthiest fruits you can enjoy, but their seeds, that's another story. Apple seeds contain a compound called amygdalin. When your body breaks it down, amygdalin can release cyanide, the very same poison you've probably heard about in crime shows. Now, don't panic. Swallowing a single seed by accident won't harm you. Our bodies can handle tiny amounts. The real danger comes when seeds are eaten regularly, like if you juice apples at home and don't strain out the seeds, or if you like crunching into the core. Over time, those small doses can quietly build up, especially in seniors. Here's why this matters more after 60. Your detox systems slow down. The liver and kidneys don't clear toxins as quickly as they used to, so what might pass unnoticed in your 30s can start causing trouble later in life. Cyanide in large amounts interferes with how your cells use oxygen, and that can leave you feeling weak, dizzy, or even short of breath. So what should you do? It's simple. Enjoy the apple, skip the seeds. Spit them out or remove the core before tossing apples into a juicer or blender. This way, you still get all the fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants from the fruit without giving your body extra work handling toxins it doesn't need. Remember, apples are a wonderful food for heart health and digestion, but the seeds are not your friends. Keep the habit of tossing them aside, and your body will thank you. Dangerous seed number 2. Cherry, peach, and apricot pits. Next on the list are the seeds inside what we call stone fruits: cherries, peaches, plums, and apricots. You know, the ones with that big hard pit right in the middle. They all come from the same botanical family as apples, which means their seeds carry a similar danger. Now here's where things get tricky. Some people have the habit of cracking open those pits to eat the kernel inside. You might even find them being sold online or in health food stores, advertised as a natural remedy. Apricot kernels, in particular, have been promoted as cancer-fighting superfoods, but the truth is they're not safe. Those kernels are loaded with the same compound we just talked about in apple seeds, amygdalin. Once it's digested, it can release cyanide in your body. And while the flesh of cherries and peaches is perfectly safe, and even very good for you, the kernels are another story entirely. The danger is greater for seniors because detox systems simply aren't as strong as they used to be. When a younger person's body might flush out without issue can put real stress on your liver and kidneys at age 60 or 70. And if you make a habit of eating these kernels, the cyanide can build up to harmful levels. In fact, the FDA has issued official warnings about apricot kernels, reminding consumers that they are not safe for treating cancer or any other condition. Unfortunately, misinformation is everywhere. Some seniors spend good money on these natural products, believing they're boosting their health, when in reality they're putting themselves in harm's way. So, what's the takeaway? It's simple: enjoy the fruit, skip the pit. Eat the juicy, colorful flesh. That's where the vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants live. But never chew or swallow the kernels, and if you're juicing or blending, make sure those pits are gone first. Remember, cherries and peaches themselves can be heart-healthy, hydrating, and delicious. Just keep the seeds out of your diet, and you'll stay on the safe side.
Dangerous seed number 3, castor beans.
Now, this next one isn't something you're likely to snack on by accident, but it's important to talk about because it sometimes shows up in herbal remedies or so-called natural treatments. I'm talking about castor beans. Most of us have heard of castor oil. Maybe your parents or grandparents even used it as a household remedy for stomach troubles or constipation. Castor oil itself can be safe when it's properly processed because the toxins are removed. But here's the frightening part. The raw castor beans that the oil comes from contain one of the deadliest natural poisons known to man, ricin. Ricin is so powerful that even a single bean or two, if chewed, can be fatal. It interferes with your body's ability to make proteins, and when your cells can't make proteins, they simply die. That can lead to severe vomiting, diarrhea, dehydration, seizures, and organ failure. There's no reliable antidote. That's why ricin is even classified as a potential bioweapon. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Because some seniors fall into the trap of trying home remedies, herbal blends, or unusual seeds they find online. And sometimes those mixtures include raw or poorly processed castor beans. They might be advertised as cleanses, immune boosters, or even miracle cures. Please, if you ever see castor beans in a recipe or herbal kit, run the other way. Castor oil in a sealed bottle from the pharmacy, that's been processed and is safe in small doses if your doctor approves. But the raw beans themselves are highly poisonous and should never, under any circumstances, be eaten or used at home. The bottom line is simple: don't experiment with castor beans. They're not a folk medicine, and they're not a health food. They're a deadly poison, and avoiding them entirely is one of the easiest health decisions you'll ever make.
Dangerous seed number 4, raw kidney beans.
Now, this next one might surprise you because it's something many of us think of as a healthy food: kidney beans. Yes, beans are packed with fiber, plant protein, and minerals that are especially good for seniors. But here's the important detail: only when they're cooked properly. Raw kidney beans, or beans that are undercooked, contain a natural toxin called phytohemagglutinin. That's a long scientific word, but what it does is simple: it causes severe food poisoning. Even eating just a handful of raw beans can leave you with nausea, vomiting, stomach cramps, and diarrhea within a few hours. Now, for a senior, this is more than just a bad stomach ache. Because as we age, our bodies lose water more quickly, and we're more vulnerable to dehydration. A younger person might bounce back after a day of food poisoning, but for someone over 60, losing a lot of fluids can mean dizziness, weakness, and in serious cases, even hospitalization. The good news is this risk is completely avoidable. Beans only become dangerous if they're raw or not cooked long enough. The solution: soak them overnight, and cook them thoroughly. Boiling kidney beans for at least 10 minutes at the start destroys the toxin, and then simmering them until soft makes them perfectly safe and very nutritious. This is one reason why canned beans are generally safe. They've already been pre-cooked and processed. But if you buy dry beans, always take that extra step of soaking and cooking. Never taste them half-cooked, and never throw raw beans into a slow cooker without boiling them first. So while beans can absolutely be part of a heart-healthy, fiber-rich senior diet, they do come with a warning. Respect the preparation process. Treat them like a powerful food that needs taming, and you'll only get the benefits without the risks.
Transition to healthy seeds.
All right, enough with the bad news. Let's switch gears. Not all seeds are troublemakers. In fact, some are absolute superheroes for your body, especially after 60. The right seeds can keep your heart beating strong, your digestion smooth, your brain sharp, and even your bones sturdy. And the best part, adding them into your meals is as simple as a sprinkle here, a spoonful there. Tiny changes, but big benefits. Let's start with the first one.
Healthy seed number 1, flax seeds.
Now let's turn to the good list, the seeds that truly deserve a place in your daily diet. And right at the top are flax seeds. These tiny golden or brown seeds may not look like much, but they're one of the richest sources of nutrients your body needs after 60. First, flax seeds are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. You've probably heard of omega-3s in fish oil, but flax is one of the best plant sources. Omega-3s help lower cholesterol, reduce inflammation in the joints, and support brain health. For seniors, that means protection for your heart and sharper memory as the years go on. Second, flax seeds contain a special compound called lignans. These are plant chemicals that act a bit like natural hormone balancers. They've been shown to help reduce the risk of certain cancers, especially breast and prostate cancer. They also help keep blood vessels flexible, which is vital for circulation as we age. And then there's the fiber. Flax seeds are packed with soluble fiber, which does double duty. It keeps digestion regular and gently lowers cholesterol. If you've ever struggled with constipation, which is very common after 60, adding flax to your meals can make a world of difference. But here's something many people don't know. Flax seeds need to be ground in order for your body to absorb their benefits. Whole flax seeds often pass through your system undigested, meaning you miss out on all those nutrients. So either buy ground flax seed, often called flax meal, or grind it yourself at home with a coffee grinder. How do you add them to your diet? It's simple. Sprinkle ground flax on your morning oatmeal, stir it into yogurt, or blend it into a smoothie. Even 1 or 2 tablespoons a day can have a powerful effect on your health. So if you're over 60 and looking for a seed that strengthens your heart, supports your digestion, and may even guard against cancer, flax seed deserves a permanent spot in your kitchen.
Healthy seed number 2, chia seeds.
Next up on our superhero list are chia seeds. You've probably seen them sprinkled on smoothies or turned into pudding, but don't let their small size fool you. These little seeds are packed with benefits that are especially valuable after 60. The first big advantage of chia seeds is their ability to absorb water and form a gel-like texture. When you soak them, they swell up and become soft, almost like tiny pearls. Inside your body, this gel slows down the digestion of carbohydrates. That means your blood sugar rises more gradually instead of spiking up and crashing down. For seniors, this is especially important for keeping energy steady and supporting healthy blood sugar levels. Another major perk is hydration. Because chia seeds can hold up to 10 times their weight in water, they help your body stay hydrated longer. Proper hydration keeps your joints moving smoothly, supports kidney function, and even helps prevent constipation. But the benefits don't stop there. Chia seeds are also rich in calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, all minerals that support bone strength. As we age, bone density naturally declines, putting us at greater risk for fractures. Adding chia to your diet gives your bones a little extra reinforcement, like a daily insurance policy. And let's not forget the fiber. Chia seeds are loaded with it, which means better digestion and a happier gut. Many seniors find that just a tablespoon of chia a day can keep them regular without needing harsh laxatives. The best part, chia seeds are incredibly easy to use. Just soak a spoonful in water for 10 to 15 minutes, and you'll see them turn into a gel. You can stir that into yogurt, sprinkle them on oatmeal, or add them to smoothies. Some people even use them in baking as a healthy egg substitute. So, if you want a simple, natural way to stay hydrated, keep your blood sugar stable, strengthen your bones, and keep digestion on track, chia seeds are a must-have. Just a small scoop each day can add up to big improvements in how you feel.
Healthy seed number 3, pumpkin seeds.
Now let's talk about one of the tastiest and most versatile of the healthy seeds, pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas. Unlike some seeds that require soaking or grinding, pumpkin seeds can be eaten just as they are, making them an easy and enjoyable addition to your diet. And for seniors, they bring some very specific health benefits that can make everyday life a whole lot better. First, pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral many seniors don't get enough of, but it plays a huge role in keeping your body balanced. It supports healthy nerves and muscles, helps regulate blood pressure, and even assists in maintaining steady blood sugar. One handful of pumpkin seeds can give you a significant boost in this essential nutrient. They're also packed with zinc, which is vital for a strong immune system. After 60, our bodies don't fight infections quite as quickly as they once did, so giving your immune defenses a little extra support can make all the difference. Zinc also supports wound healing and keeps your skin healthier. But there's more. Pumpkin seeds are known for their calming effect. Magnesium and zinc together help regulate sleep and mood, which means they can improve rest at night and reduce feelings of anxiety or irritability during the day. Many seniors who snack on pumpkin seeds regularly find they sleep more soundly and wake up feeling more refreshed. Here's another bonus that might surprise you. Pumpkin seeds have been shown in research to improve urinary health and bladder control. Studies suggest they can reduce symptoms of overactive bladder and improve prostate health in men. That's a big deal because urinary issues are one of the most common complaints as we age. So, how can you use them? The easiest way is to snack on a small handful in the afternoon instead of chips or cookies. You can also sprinkle them on salads, stir them into oatmeal, or blend them into smoothies. Roasted, raw, or lightly salted, they all provide the same powerful benefits. In short, pumpkin seeds are more than just a crunchy snack. They're a natural way to support better sleep, a stronger immune system, a calmer mood, and healthier bladder control. All from a simple handful of seeds each day.
Healthy seed 4, sesame seeds.
Last but certainly not least, let's talk about sesame seeds. You've probably seen them sprinkled on breads, crackers, or in Asian dishes, but many people don't realize just how powerful they are for health, especially after 60. Sesame seeds are packed with calcium, one of the most important minerals for maintaining strong bones. As we age, bone density naturally drops, which increases the risk of fractures and joint pain. Adding sesame to your meals gives your body the building blocks it needs to stay sturdy and mobile. They're also loaded with antioxidants and healthy fats. These compounds fight inflammation and protect your cells from everyday damage. That means less stiffness, healthier joints, and a lower risk of chronic disease. In some cultures, sesame has been used for centuries as a natural support for joint flexibility and strength. The best part? Sesame seeds are incredibly easy to add to your daily routine. Sprinkle them over salads, blend them into smoothies, stir them into yogurt, or use tahini, a sesame paste, in dressings and sauces. Just a spoonful here and there can quietly strengthen your bones and support your joints. So the next time you see those tiny sesame seeds, don't brush them off as decoration. They're little nuggets of protection for your bones and joints.
Practical tips recap. Let's do a quick recap so it's easy to remember. First, always spit out apple and cherry seeds. Don't juice them, don't chew them. Next, never eat beans raw. Soak them overnight and cook them thoroughly. When it comes to healthy seeds, buy ground flaxseed so your body can absorb all the nutrients. Add a spoonful of chia seeds to your morning water or yogurt.
Keep a small handful of pumpkin seeds as a daily snack, and finally, sprinkle sesame seeds on your dinner or blend them into smoothies. Simple, tiny changes, but they can bring you years of strength, energy, and comfort.
So here's the bottom line, my friends.
Tiny seeds can have big effects. The wrong ones can quietly poison, but the right ones can heal, energize, and protect. At this stage of life, you don't just deserve more years, you deserve better years. Start small. Add a spoonful, a sprinkle, a handful each day. Your future self will thank you.